Bitcoin halving trading. Do you want to know the best strategy? Taking into consideration the cycles of 4 years for Bitcoin and its halving? Then smash that like button because it's time for crypto news, fun on the ride, crypto at tope. Today we focus on the halving cycles. Barry Silbert says, good news, only 609 days until the next Bitcoin halving. Actually, we can find here a countdown. It's 711 days or 2 years and 122 days. So Kaleo is telling us this is important. Why? Because we can we can make a prediction on when it's going to be the bottom of this cycle of the price of Bitcoin. Has a bit of opium in the midst of the pain. Bitcoin's cyclical bottom was 780 days to 880 days after each of its previous halvings. It's been 666 days since the last halving. So that means that maybe in some time we will find the bottom for Bitcoin. Another way of thinking on the same thing is brought us from Red Capital. It says in 2015, BTC bottom 547 days before the halving. In 2018, Bitcoin bottom 517 days before the halving. So if we consider 517 days to 547 days, that means the bottom will occur in Q4 this year, at the end of the year. So we are close there, and we have here in TradingView the chart with the different halvings and the cycles, that moment where the miners get the reward they get just in half. It's like a soccer World Cup or the Olympics. This happens every 4 years. We expect the next one to happen on May 2024. And if you think about it, we have some thoughts about these cycles. First one, once we get to the halving and we go up from it, we never go down from that point in price. So it happened here, it happened here too. We've never been lower from this point, and it's supposed to happen now. So we know we can't, with this theory, go low from 9,600, which is crazy because that's the point where we have the CNMV gap. So maybe that's what's going to happen. The prophecy, we will go down just to that point, we will fill the gap and then start going up. But my thoughts that are against this theory are that we've never been so close to the last price in the halving. If you see this cycle, this was the bottom, and we are really far from the last time halving price. And in this cycle, this was the bottom, and we are really far from the last time halving price. So maybe it's not going to happen the same. If we have a look, zooming in those moments, check that in the weekly chart, we went down a little bit for some weeks in 2012 and 13, and once we broke the last time price for the halving, then it's the moment we never come back to a lower price, right? Also in 2016 to 17, we had that price went down for more weeks, and then after it's broken, then we never come back again. So what will happen in May 2024, maybe we have the price of the halving, and again we go a little bit down from that price, and then once we break it again, we never look back. And what's going to happen? Can we have a prediction? Yes, we can, because those are free. You can do that in TradingView with these bar patterns. And then we have both scenarios here, the last cycles, and maybe we follow one of these paths. What do you believe? Leave a comment in this video, please, and do not get too obsessed with the charts as Ruth, that is saying, I'm taking the night off from Bitcoin to watch Netflix on my new TV setup. Yeah, but he is watching the Netflix stock, so he is really obsessed. What's happening with Bitcoin? We're still close to those $20,000. What do you believe? Do you think we're going to be above it, or do you think we're going down? We will break or not the last all-time high, which is there in 90,643. What about the stock market? Well, the US market went up, and then the Asian market went up too, and Bitcoin is following that path. What will happen on the weekend? Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, Saturday and Sunday, price went up. But the last weekend, we had this trend going down, and we just follow the trend. So what do you think is going to happen this weekend? We will have 2 days up, or we will continue the trend. And what about the 200 MA in the weekly chart? Well, we are 10% down. Remember, in the past situations that we were at the same point, we went down 30% or 13%. So what do you think? It's going to go to 9,500 or 15,600. What's your bet? And how are we going to solve these market conditions? How are you going to cross this bridge? Maybe being imaginative like this guy, and trying our best, doing our best effort in order to hodl no matter what. And then once the ball is in the other side, we can jump there. Maybe we think we're going to go down, but finally we fight it. We get to the other side, the Lambo side of the equation. We hope that, we pray for that. And not only us, because there are a huge whale in Bitcoin there that just purchased an additional 927 Bitcoin, which is $20 million. So if you think, is it a good moment to buy Bitcoin? Well, this whale thinks it is a good moment. Also, the airplane companies are coming into Bitcoin. We have the Spanish airline Vueling, who's adopting Bitcoin and Ethereum as a payment method for tickets. So that's a good one. And also, we can have these thoughts from Scaramucci in Pompliano. So
just think about this for a second. The IPO of Amazon, May 15th, 1997, a $10,000 investment is now worth $21 million, $21,140,000. However, you would have had to subject yourself to 8 periods of time where it dropped at least 50%, 1 period of time where it went down 85%, and the Barron's newspaper had a front page article, Amazon.bomb, the age of this internet retailer is over. But the cat that made Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he shot himself into space in his own rocket. Okay, so what do you guys want?
Okay, so what's saying? It's saying, here's the chart of Amazon from the beginning, 9,097. If you have a look here, we went up a lot, and then we fall like a 95%. I can check here, and then we went up. So that's a really, really good investment, but you had to have faith here in this moment where everybody thought that was the end, that was the Amazon.bomb, but now Jeff Bezos is laughing out loud like, I went to space and you didn't. So this is a whole proposition with never selling. I'm not financial expert. That's not advice. That's what I'm doing, but I have no clue. Kazakhstan knows better than me. They will now allow crypto exchanges to have their bank accounts. And this frog is so happy. Everything's going on in the market, but he's a Bitcoin maximalist. He just bought his Bitcoin and it's in a cold wallet. So he's happy. What about buying a Ledger Nano S, S Plus, or X? Yesterday we had a code, promotional code, 20% off, but it's not working anymore. So I hope you bought it yesterday. Like Francisco Calvachi, thank you very much for using the link in the description that helped us indirectly. What about Alex Kruger? He's comparing this moment with the coronavirus crash, and this time is worse. Why? Because at that time, Bitcoin fell 61% and Ethereum 68%. Now we are 56 and 71% till now. But that was just a 3 weeks long crash. and now we're living at 11 weeks. Also, we lost $158 billion, and right now we're losing like $1,265 billion. So it will take time to heal. That's what he considers. Also, we have bad news, not just the Fed in United States with those rates rise, but also in UK, they're raising it 1.25, and the Swiss National Bank raised its policy rate for the first time in 15 years with a 50 basis point hike. So not a good thing for the economy as a global idea. And also we have a lot of crisis in the crypto space. Remember Three Arrows Capital? They say they have failed to meet margin calls. So with our partners, BlockFi, probably they have the head cut, and now the collateral is back to BlockFi. What about Celsius? Celsius is healthier now. It's 13,600, the price that will make the margin call. So right now we are better there. Maybe you get your money back sometime soon. I hope, I pray for that. Also, bad news about Tron. It's withdrawing another 3 billion TRX to protect USDD peg, which is not peg, that stablecoin that is always down from that $1, just like UST Fiasco did. And what about STETH? Well, it's the peg too, and more as the time passes. So risky times. In these risky times, Circle just launched a new stablecoin. It's based with the euro. Byzantine General asks, is there any demand whatsoever for an euro stablecoin? But Scott Lewis thinks it's a good thing. And he says, Circle deciding to launch Eurocoin is another data point that Ethereum is becoming global financial infrastructure. So what do you think? It's a good thing? It's a bad thing? And also this piece of news, remember that allegedly on the 16th in June, they were going to release information about YouTubers, like scandals, etc. But nothing happened. So this might be just a scam. If you have information, please share it with us in a comment. Thank you very much. We are not as a fear. We don't have this extreme fear we had yesterday. It's just 9, not 7. That's something. But the market still is red. The balls still red. And in CoinGecko, we can see like the stable coins are in green and the rest are in red. So the money is out of the market right now. Ethereum is not holding in the MA 200, and we keep watching it. Its path to $600. We'll see what happens. About Litecoin, we broke this possible path for support. So now $22 is in our cards with this and these other bottom lines. If we broke this line, then what's going to happen with Litecoin? That's having problem with Binance and other exchanges that doesn't like Mimble-Wimble protocol because of its anonymity. What about Dogecoin? What about Elon Musk? He's accused of Dogecoin Ponzi scheme in a new class action lawsuit. So it's the same for Elon Musk all over again. He had problems with the SEC in the past when he said he was intending to take Tesla private. That's manipulation of the stock market according to the SEC. And now they are saying that he's doing the same with Dogecoin at the crypto market. The lawsuit is asking for an $86 billion in monetary damages with $172 billion in treble damages. So crazy action lawsuit. Do you think this is going to go somewhere? I think it won't, but we'll see. Also, what he's talking about Elon Musk is about Twitter and using crypto for payments there. He wants Twitter to be really useful. I think it would make sense to integrate payments into Twitter so that's easy to send money back and forth. And if you have currency as well as crypto. Essentially, whenever somebody would find it useful, so my goal would be to maximize the usefulness of the service. The more useful it is, the better. And if one can use it to make convenient payments, that's an increase in usefulness. So good things for Twitter and the crypto space. Good things for Cardano, Nino. We are 440 delegators right now, and we just validated the block number 33. Thank you very much. If you have some ADA lying there, come on to Cardano on the right ticker, Fanon, and stick with us. We have $38 billion in DeFi right now, and we have another attack. Inverse Finance trying for $1.2 million in a flash loan attack, just as every day. The thought of the day is this one from Platisu.
You guys aren't allowed to film it here.
Oh, she's not filming. She identifies the camera. So,
Do you identify as a camera?
So the world is that crazy. You can identify as whatever thing you want. You might identify as a camera and no one can say anything. So I love this last part of the video. Oh my God, this is the world we're living in. Alex Kruger represents the idea at this pace in 10 years, the real world will be undistinguishable from a South Park episode.
Market mutual fund, then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
And it's gone. The world is finding its end. Luis Milamas, thank you very much, everybody that shares information with me. In Spain, the responsibles of the like IRS, the tax regulators, wanted to ask for foreign companies in the crypto space to have information, and some other regulators on top of them are saying you can't do that. That's too much. That's good news. But if you're in Spain and you want to do your taxes, then remember this is the last month. We are 15 days to the deadline. So use coin tracking. The link is in the description, and you will have a 10% discount if you need like a payment option. Also about our partners, Yield App, they have this really huge news, that is that they are officially out there in the mobile app. Yield App is now officially here. Download now on iOS and Android to enjoy your favorite features such as earning, staking, locking, and assets conversions now on mobile. So the app is nice. We're going to do a specific video next week about it, and we have to learn about those yield apps, those yield markets right now, with everything that's going on there with Celsius and BlockFi and 3Arrow and etc, etc. Well, how to find if we have a legit opportunity or it's mostly a Ponzi-nomic or it's a scam. The Yield App partner is giving us this information. You have this video. I give you the link in the description. It's Lucas Kill explaining it for us. There are some keys that you have to follow in order to see if the model is a legit one or is just a Ponzi-nomic stuff where when the people is coming with the money, everything's okay, but once they are not coming anymore, then everything falls apart. So here, a lot of things to consider. For example, how to make money, liquidity provision, lending and borrowing, and market neutral strategies would be the ways. Also very interesting if you find a company like Yield App that have different ways of doing it, so that if one doesn't work, maybe you have the other, or good as BlockFi, as they have many clients, not just relying in one, and if it collapses, then everything collapses, right? Also, how to spot if the opportunity is too good to be true. You can read of those terms like the ratio of circulating market caps of the respective coins, the flows in and out pools, balance of liquidity reserve in pools, the burn rate of APY generating reserves, the behavior of large holders, and the order book dynamics. Also, you have to consider many things. Who are the funders? What is their track record? What is the economic loop? Where does the money go? Do the fees generated justify the yield being paid? What kind of runaway exists to buy long-term value and sustainability of the protocol? And finally, can the rewarded tokens earned underpin a long-term value position and therefore provide potential speculative upside to the published APYs? We have to be smart before making our decisions in investments, more in crypto space, which is really crazy. Crazy are our friends, unstoppable domains. Phew! Don't miss that video. You don't have a decentralized domain, then you have to buy it right now. They have those prizes, those awards, the ENNYS. It's a NFT award show, and you can participate if you want with the hashtag MyNFTstory on Twitter. You can participate on a Twitter Spaces and win some prizes there on July the 7th. Don't miss out. Thank you, Alejandro. He's not missing a show. He's also listening to us in his car. Here we can watch it in the screen. Fun on the ride. Thank you to BitBase. They are putting a lot of ATMs all over the world. They have a new one in the south of Spain, Jerez de la Frontera. If you want, go to their webpage where you can see you're traveling to Spain. Then you have to take one of those shops or ATMs for BitBase, or buy your crypto in their webpage. The link is in the description. We have this thought for today. It's about the heat, really hot in Spain right now. And remember, if you are surrounded by trees, then it's not as hot. So you see in this picture up, there's a lot of like Celsius degrees, is really high temperature. But now the same day in a place where we have trees, then the temperature is much lower. So go there and hug a tree, and you will also generate oxytocin, dopamine, endorphins, and etc. And the cats gives us also a lot of good mood. We're trying to be hydrated, we're trying to rest, we're trying to have our baths, and we're playing with our food. This cat wants to learn. It's crazy. It's like, oh my God, I want to learn about the crypto space also. Those cheeky coiners, those child crypto persons trying to learn in the crypto space, and you can learn English and you can learn Spanish. You want to practice your English with me? Well, then come to this channel. If you want to practice Spanish, we have the same exact video I just did right now in Fun on the Ride, the Spanish version, so maybe you can practice this way. Thank you very much for your time and attention. We don't have time for any more today, but we are now researching for next program, for next show. Crypto news, fun on the ride, health, money, love, peace partying, crypto a tope, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!